Developing new drugs, vaccines, and diagnostics is a detailed process, one that can take years to complete. One of the most important parts of this process is the development and production of quality recombinant proteins and antibodies. Sino Biological Incorporated is at the forefront of this industry.
Recombinant proteins and recombinant antibodies are reagents which are utilized in basic biological research, but they're also utilized in biomedical translational research. So scientists in academia as well as industry utilize proteins and antibodies when they discover new pathways and cascades in cell biology and human physiology, but perhaps more importantly, they use them to design and develop and discover new vaccines and therapeutics and even diagnostic kits. Sino Biological was founded in 2007 as a spin-out of MIT, and it's based upon technology which allows for the use of mammalian cells to manufacture and produce recombinant proteins and recombinant antibodies. Sino Biological has the world's largest collection of full-length bioactive recombinant proteins in stock and in our catalog. And in addition to that, if we don't have the protein or antibody that a client needs, we have a full slate of custom contract research services which will allow us to design and develop and produce that protein or that antibody for that client. And in this respect, we actually focus on the most difficult to manufacture proteins, those that no other companies can actually manufacture and develop.
So we at Sino Biological produce the proteins and antibodies recombinantly. That means we start with a gene encoding the protein of interest. We clone it into a vectors and we transfer into the host cells. By harnessing the intrinsic protein production machinery of the host cells, we are able to express and harvest the protein from them and polish them into high concentration and high purity. Actually, it's more like a collaboration relationships between us and the customers. So they don't need to spend the time on the production. They can spare their hands and time to do the research that really want to focus on. So we will provide them the reagents and the project, all the kinds of information they want to data they want to obtain from the production.
In Sino Biological's Research and Development Department, we have over 250 scientists that focus on the generation and development of next generation recombinant antibodies and proteins. Sino Biological has about 120 individuals in production and manufacturing and has over 100 scientists in its quality control department as well.
We developed and produced the COVID spike proteins, which is the key reagents in record of 11 days in Jan 2020. And after the first wave, there were continuously emerging new mutations. So we launched multiple platforms, including the protein productions for the variants of all the Greek letters, the antibody production, and pseudovirus crow service. It is very rewarding feeling to work for Sino Biological. Every time I talk with a customer, I actually feel that I'm contributing to the research. I'm helping them to understand a little bit further about the disease, about the treatment. So it's not just about selling the product, but it's actually seeing that we are helping a little bit in the biopharmaceutical field.
Therapeutics and diagnostics development takes considerable time and expense, but Sino Biological streamlines this process with its comprehensive bioreagents and contract research services offering. For more information, visit their website, sinobiological.com, or watch this segment again at InsideTheBlueprint.com.